más o menos. I stand right here in the hump. How's that look? See my face? Hello, everyone. Please finish grabbing some goodies, and we're going to get started. Morning. Thanks for coming. Take your time. Take your time. Thank you all for coming out this morning. I feel like I need music or something. Everybody stretch, get comfortable. You want me to sing? What do you want me to sing? God bless America. All right, now it's quiet. Thank you guys for coming out this morning. My name is Yadira Lozano. I'm the Executive Director of Luminaria. And the only time I ever introduce myself is at the festival, so I do wait for the applause, so thank you for... But we're gathered here today to announce what's coming up this year for the 2025 Luminaria Contemporary Arts Festival. It will be held on Saturday, October 18th from 6 to midnight here at St. Paul's Square once again. Last year, we moved the festival here. This is my headquarters. Our office is just right across the street in the old Lone Star Motel. As you know, this is a very historic district. There's a lot of bars, restaurants. It's a historic art and entertainment district. And there's a lot of speakeasies that are being revitalized. There's a lot of energy coming to St. Paul Square and the East Side. We started doing Third Fridays through the Street Art Initiative. Beauty House has all the art vendors. That just happened this past weekend. Luminaria is at the Aiden with our pop-up art gallery, thanks to Andrea Rivas, who's the curator. And where's Andrea? There you are back there. And so she's gotten artists, local artists, to showcase their work in the hotel lobby and the mezzanine, which is their event space. And we've just been showcasing local art. We've been selling local art to tourists and locals, and the hotel gets, the business. They have a beautiful bar, they have a beautiful coffee shop. It's open 24/7, so we're very excited about that partnership. And also here with the Staybridge Hotel, this is their new event space. What do you guys think? This is the first event that they're having. So thank you, Christina and Mike, for hosting us today. And this is ready to go for everyone to come and book their events, conferences, parties, things like that. As you see, that we've got a brand new screen, we've got the projector, we've got the audio-visual, the catering. I mean, what more can you ask for, right? And the beautiful historic brick with, how many decades of paint. I mean, I think it's just beautiful, right? It's very artistic. It's very Luminaria, too. So I always like to pay homage to those that came before, because without our ancestors and the people that built up this place, we wouldn't be here and we wouldn't be celebrating this rich, beautiful culture where San Antonio was born. Commerce Street is named Commerce because this is where commerce began, because of the railroad. The railroad facilitated transportation and connecting cities and countries together, east, west, north, and south. And so there's a lot to be grateful for and a lot to admire about St. Paul Square. And I'm very excited that we can do this again here. All the businesses here are owner-operated. You're going to run into the owners of El Tigre, of Quiche, of Toro, of Francis Bogside. Bless Bogside is the new name. 1902, the ESPY. There's just so much going on. We're all here. We're all working together in community to build up and also share our resources. So this year we have over 130 artists, 134 to be exact, and 44 arts projects, so artists and individuals and groups that are coming together to put on this wonderful night that everyone looks forward to every year. It's a night of inspiration where we light up San Antonio, downtown. We'll be having film, digital art, dance, large art installations, fine art, live music, performance art, poetry, and more. Last year we had quite a bit of performance art, a lot of theater and poetry, and just the stages were vibrant with live music. And so this year we want to balance it out and bring more large art installations. We want the audience to have that selfie opportunity where, you know, they want to take a picture with the beautiful sculptures. So you can see some of the work that we're bringing this year. It's new and exciting. So the footprint this year is, you know, commerce to the Robert Thompson Terminal Center, but also we're moving further north with the Aiden Hotel, which will be our fine art gallery, and we'll continue with those with Third Fridays and switching out the exhibitions, but it'll be brand new with our festival featured artists for that for Luminaria for that night, and then the art will stay up for a month. And we're also going further north on Chestnut with the San Antonio Street Art Initiative. And they have Gravelmouth Gallery, they have the Dream Mural Art District, and it's just beautiful and vibrant. They're doing amazing work there, so please go that way and support. We did in July and also in August, we had the local, the minibus, taking people around, coming to St. Paul, going to the Aiden and stopping at Gravelmouth and coming back. So people can park, get on the bus. They transported about 75 people in July. And I just think that's amazing. The more we can connect each other to what's going on, you know, the Carver is down the street. American Indians in Texas is down the street. The Dakota, Smoke. There's just so much happening on the east side. And please, you know, the media, I want you to really talk about it because it's incredible. We're all working together in community. So, and Luminaria is here to also be the economic incentive to drive traffic here. Every time I bring someone to the east side, they said, wow, we didn't know this was here. We didn't know that El Tigre, or that I can get coffee, I can get, you know, pastries, I can have a nice romantic dinner and experience a concert. You know, so there's a lot to do here. And I really want to get the word out and tell everyone just how wonderful it is. So also, the SB will be activating the SB both indoors and outdoors. The State Bridge, we will be using their amazing outdoor facade, and we're going to be projecting it once again, and our digital art vertically, and it's about 8 stories. And you can see it from the freeway. Last year we had people tagging us on social media saying, if I have to be stuck in traffic, at least I have something cool to look at. You know, so one of our artists, Semi Jativ, is a dancer, so you know, it's like her arm was coming up the building. It was magical. And so we're gonna recreate that magic again this year. The majority of the featured artists are San Antonio local artists, but they will be joining artists from Corpus Christi. We have 2 artists from Houston. We have an artist from Illinois, Miami, New York City, Berlin, Sweden, and the Navajo Nation. So San Antonio is still an international arts destination. We want to bring artists here, but we also want to showcase our local art. We want them to network with each other and create new collaborations, and also put us on the map. We want these artists to go back to their hometowns and say, San Antonio is amazing, you have to come. And we know that every tourist that comes to San Antonio loves it here. Why? Because we have the mariachis, the margaritas on the Riverwalk, and then they come and they see the outdoor public art gallery that we have. All the sculptures, all the murals, the tile murals, all the work that the Department of Arts and Culture has been doing for decades now. I mean, it's just incredible. And San Antonio is beautiful, it's relaxing, it's a wonderful environment. And we know that tourism drives our economy. And so does Luminaria, and so do the arts. At $5.1 billion, right, in 23? That was the economic incentive. And the hospitality, and Andres, correct me if I'm wrong, it was 23 or 21 billion? $21 billion that were infused because of hotels, because of the restaurants, because of the bars, because of the concerts, because of the arts. So those are big numbers. The arts aren't just nice to have, they're essential to making San Antonio this beautiful hub of art, joy, life, celebration. We don't want to go to anywhere gloomy for vacation. We want to go and experience the joy that we bring. And that's San Antonio, and that's the heart and soul of who we are. So thank you all for all the work that you're doing, and to all the artists in the room as well. So next I would like to invite my new board chair, Eduardo Garcia. He's going to come and say a few words, and Eduardo's involved in everything. Thank you so much for having our back and supporting us.
Thank you, guys. Wow, what an honor to be here. Also, from a personal story, the arts have such an impact on all of us, right? We have the opportunity to grow as people. But I just want to say something. What if we lived in a world of black and white? What if we lived in a world where we couldn't appreciate the nuance of color? And in many ways, arts do that for us, right? They provide that backdrop of color, of meaning, of expression, and identity. It's who we are in San Antonio. So we could talk about the Enchilada Red Library, but imagine if it was gray. That would be a tough sell for me. So I'm excited to be here, not only because I love the work of Luminaria, but I'm so thankful for the City of San Antonio Department of Arts and Culture, because, you know, without that, and they're such great advocates for all of us, that we would not have the kind of impact that we want in our community. We would not have the voice that we want. It's really the community voice through the arts that make an impact. The numbers that Yadira just mentioned are pretty impactful, right? $5.1 billion. So money that's spent here gets spent here again and again. So that money recirculates in our local economy. So when somebody buys a piece of art from an artist, that money not only helps that artist pay their bills and maybe student loans, but it also helps them go out and buy more things within the community. So this regenerative process of what money and arts, which many times don't mix, actually mix really beautifully in this world. So Luminaria is an incredible event. Now in the 17th year, we have, as you mentioned, nearly 200 artists and groups of all types. But for me, and I'll leave it with this, the most exciting part is the discovery in San Antonio. The discovery, when you walk down the street and you turn the corner and there's a ballet happening. Where else are you going to find that except Luminaria? When you go down an alley and all of a sudden a piece of artwork comes and lights up, similar to the one behind me, where else are you going to find that except Luminaria? We have such an opportunity with this organization, with the funding and the thankfulness of every artist that either has applied or attended or is thinking of attending and applying next year. We welcome you. And so thank you all for being here. Thank you for the city. Thank you for Staybridge. Incredible hospitality here. And so I hope to see you all in October. Thank you.
Thank you, Eduardo, and thank you for all the work you do in advocating for the arts. Next, I'd like to invite Crystal Jones, the Director of the Department of Arts and Culture with the City of San Antonio.
Thank you, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. This is one of my favorite time of years to talk about the fall here in San Antonio. When I moved here about 15 years ago, Luminaria was actually the very first arts event I attended. I moved here right in September and then came to Luminaria and was just really wowed by the contemporary art scene here in San Antonio. And that's what I love about this festival, is that so many people, this might be their first introduction to San Antonio art, or maybe, you know, a child comes and sees something at this festival and says, that's exactly what I want to do. And that's why the City of San Antonio's Department of Arts and Culture is a really proud supporter of Luminaria. I'm really thankful to the team that brings this together, because this is about the power that we have, not only economically that we talked about, that $5.1 billion, but it's also the power of the heart and what makes San Antonio San Antonio, and what can transform people when they see art. There are so many things that happen to a person when they see something through another's eyes, especially our artists that have really unique and important perspectives on what happens from day to day in our lives. So people can really express their feelings, learn about, you know, how can I express myself in different ways through the power of the art, and that's what Luminaria does. I really want to thank Yadira for this opportunity to speak, because we're very proud supporters, as I mentioned. She's been a wonderful advocate on the Arts Commission for District 3 for a decade now. And I also want to thank our councilwoman for District 3, Phyllis Villagrán, because she's a great supporter of the arts. And it really takes an entire community to make this happen, and it takes many of us to come together to support the arts. So I just encourage anyone to come to this festival, support an artist while you're there, support artists all the time. The holidays are coming up, great opportunity to buy unique gifts from artists. make sure that you're empowering the artists in our community to continue to live, thrive, and be a place where people want to come and visit. Because 1 in 4 Texans, Texas tourists who come to Texas for tourism activities are cultural travelers, and those folks spend more money. So I know our friends here at Visit San Antonio are great partners to make sure that people outside of San Antonio are learning about this great festival. So spread the word, and we're just excited to be part of it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Crystal. And I do want to acknowledge Councilwoman Phyllis Villagran for being here today and supporting. And she's been just an exceptional supporter of the arts and, representing my community with the missions, the UNESCO World Heritage. This is my neighborhood. That's where I grew up. And it's just been amazing to be able to represent my community on the Arts Commission. And it has been 10 years, so, it's been a lot of advocacy and really getting that input to the city to say, let's showcase our own first and have community input. And, under Crystal's leadership, it's really just flourished. And I think the community now has ownership and stakeholding in the art that comes into their neighborhood, that they have to drive by every day. And now there's a sense of pride around that. And so that's, the work that City Council and the department has done over the past few years. Next, I want to talk about something really exciting. Back in January, when the National Endowment for the Arts announced their Grants for Arts Project recipients, we were not on the list. And so it was devastating, right? Because that's the highest honor that we can receive in the nation, is getting recognized by your peers from across the country that review all the thousands of applications that they receive. And then the funding was put on hold, right? So then that article came out, and there was a lot of coverage on, the arts are being cut, the humanities were being cut. And then in May, I received an email saying, congratulations, you have been awarded a National Endowment for the Arts Grants for Arts Projects. And I was so excited. It was such a breath of fresh air to know that we're once again being acknowledged by our, on a federal level. And not only that, Grants for Arts Project came through, and then also we're the recipient this year of Creative Forces, which is through Mid-America Arts Alliance and partnership with the NEA. And that project that we submitted was called Lumina, and my grant writer calls it the Luminaria Urban Military Innovation Network for Arts. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine, we're working with veterans. And so they like acronyms, and I'm like, fine, send it, Lumina, está bien. So, but I want to thank Isaac Papa Bear Cardenas. Where did you go? Oh, there you are back here. Thank you so much, Isaac. Isaac is spiritual elder of the Tapilam Coahuilteca Nation. Coahuilteca. If you saw my story on Instagram, it's pronounced Coahuilteca. If everybody all together, Coahuilteca Nation. Thank you so much. And American Indians in Texas, like I said, are just down the street, another light down next to Mark's outing. And they're doing amazing work in community and also in the arts, but also working with veterans, Native veterans. And so that was the project that we submitted, was for Isaac to bring together veteran artists and aspiring artists to do a project with us. And so luckily, our good friend Jesse Borrego is the son of an Air Force veteran. His father, Jesse Borrego Sr., actually, he's the third and the second. So, I had the honor of working with him. He was also a conjunto musician, an accordionist, a contemporary of Flaco Jimenez. And so he was in the Air Force, and he would tell me stories about going to Iceland or somewhere out there and going, estaba muy frío, just so. But Jesse will be involved in the project. And also we have a film that is coming from Ryan Begay, who is a Dene from the Navajo Nation, and he has this short documentary on Native veterans that's going to be shown at Luminaria as well. So all of that is coming together through this project, through Creative Forces. This is Military City USA, and we have had veteran artists and military artists participate. And this grant is for military aligned people and their families, so veterans, active military, and their families. So we're very excited about actually putting a name to it and receiving funding and telling veterans that their art is also important and that they can be artists. There's a lot of healing that happens through the arts, and this is one way that we can address this. And this is an emerging grant, so hopefully we'll receive more funding next year for something similar and really do something really robust with this project. So thank you, Isaac, for that. And also, Congressman Henry Cuellar's office has been very instrumental in helping us find the right ways to navigate through government, because it's government. So next, I want to talk about our curators. So this year we had Shelly Lares, who, if you don't know who she is, y'all need to Google right now, because Shelly Lares is an amazing artist, 40-year veteran of the Tejano music scene, and is still continuing to work, has her own record label, Shell Shock Record 3, and is mentoring new artists. So this is not going to stop. We're still working and getting the next generation up and running. Mauro de la Tierra, did Mauro come in? I thought I saw Mauro, no? There you are, Mauro, thank you so much. And also Nain Leon, and they all come from different walks of life, different artistic genres, different levels of career, and had a very tough decision along with my staff, Andrea and Kevin Swanson, who's not here today. And we all sat and talked, and it's the hardest thing to select artists. It really is. So thank you for all your work. Shelly will be showcasing her signed artist at Luminaria. And also, she is the Working Artist Fund mentor. So like I said, she's giving back to community so much, that I admired her as, growing up and listening to her music and thinking, oh, look, I look like her, estamos veritas. And now I get to work with her, which is like amazing. And then, I met Jesse also, and it's like, wow, this San Antonio's amazing. Where else can you run into the people you admired growing up and then get to work with them? It's just, I had no words, as you can tell. Mauro will also be installing some artwork. He's doing these large displays of alebrijes along with his sister Mel. And so, let me bring up Shelly. Shelly, come on up and say a few words about all the amazing things you're doing. She was also in John Leguizamo's John Does America, and you made him sing, and that was amazing. So,
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I think as I get older, I'm able to wake up early now. When I was younger, I don't know what happened. Then I go to bed early. But I can't express, how grateful I am to be part of Luminaria. I got to experience it really much hands-on last year when I was able to do a Shell Shock Records 3 showcase. I brought several of my artists from all over Texas to be part of it, and I've represented San Antonio in my career for going on 43 years now. So believe me, people talk about San Antonio on the other side of the world. I performed in Japan and Korea and Guam and for the military. And so we have been recognized as being very diverse, that our music and our food is amazing. But being a curator this year was really difficult. I thought, it's going to be really cool. And I was laying in bed at night thinking, oh man, should I have selected this artist instead? But it was just so nice to be part of this, and for me to be a mentor now and to have a lot of the artists come to my studio and really sit down and talk to them about certain things that maybe they have questions on. That's what I do at my studio now as well. I offer services that cater to everything under the sun, music industry related. Everything you can possibly think of. So I'm just very honored to be part of this. I'm very honored to be from, I always ask this, am I considered the West Side? Because like I said before, I'm on the other side of Culebra. So, I'm on the St. Mary's University side.
West Side.
Okay, thank you. Because I like to claim it. I like to claim the West Side. But my studio is on the South Side. That is true. Yeah, you can't take out the West Side of us. Yeah, so thank you very much for that. But no, thank you guys so much, and I'm very honored to be part of this, and looking forward to this year. I know it's going to be an amazing one, even better than last year. So spread the word, everyone. We have social media. That's what it's for, to promote each other, help each other, lift each other, and push each other to the next level. So thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Shelley, so much. I'm just so humbled. It's just really humbling to have her and this caliber of artist with us. On another note, another highlight for this year, as you know, a couple of weeks ago, Christian and I really just worked our butts off to pull off the Flaco Jimenez Memorial. And this is something that came together in 3 days. I got a call on Monday from Flaco's son and daughter-in-law, Arturo and Lisa Jimenez, saying, and I had texted them condolences, and I said, whatever you need, you need help with anything, and they said, hey, can you help us find a venue? And I'm like, sure, what dates are you looking at? And then, on Tuesday they said, oh, Thursday. And I'm like, oh my goodness, okay, let me call some people. And thanks to Cassandra at the Carver, she came through for us 100%. And Ernie, thank you guys so much for opening your doors and saying, what do you need? And waiving costs. And I think when you have an artist that people love so much, that gave so much to us, everyone's going to say yes. So everyone I called said yes, that they would help, that they would sponsor, that they would be there, that they would fly in. And that is the testament, not to me or my staff, but to Flaco and his legacy. Flaco performed on my stage many, many times in 3 different organizations that I have been part of. And he's never said no. Very humble, took all the pictures, signed all the autographs. We went to Green Hall, because historic, and I want to be at Green Hall with Flaco. And Max Baca from Tex Maniacs donated a Bajo Sexto. He said, oh yeah, you can raffle it, get some signatures from Flaco, and Augie Myers from Texas Tornadoes will be there. So I did, and then when Flaco signed the Bajo, he's like, Mija, you fix it. I don't like my handwriting. I'm like, I'm gonna write over your handwriting, Flaco. And so, it was supposed to be a fundraiser. I'm not doing that. I'm probably going to hold on to it and maybe get it donated somewhere. Or, talk to the family. Where are his instruments going? Where are his Grammys going? There's just a lot of talk because we don't come from those systems or families that know what to do with things. You blow up.
Museum.
Do I have $1? Do I have $5? I need a fundraise for that. Also, but it's those things where we need to educate our artists on the business of being artists. How do you do a copyright? How do you copyright your name, your image, all of that? All your recordings, your videos, your films, your records, everything needs to be copyrighted. So that's work that needs to happen. If I can get that capacity to do it, or there's other people that can do it, let's bring our resources together, because now that's a big question. But I do want to say that we will be doing an official Flaco Jimenez tribute at Luminaria, featuring Jesse Borrego, who I mentioned before. His father, Jesse Sr., was also a conjunto musician, accordionist. And if you ever heard them sing together, Jesse and his dad, it's like butter, those harmonies, just beautiful and amazing. And his dad's the reason he even became an actor and said, oh, if my dad can be on stage, so can I. And the rest is history. In 2021 and 2023, Jesse joined Flaco on the Luminaria stage, and it always ended on this amazing, spectacular note. There'd be musicians in the audience, and they would jump up and just jam with them, and it was just amazing. So we're hoping to recreate the magic and honor Flaco in a good way. Arturo, his son, will be on drums, so he said he's putting the band together, and Jesse will be up there learning Flaco songs. So we just want to do a heartfelt thank you to Flaco for everything he's done, how he's put San Antonio on the map. And taking it internationally. We had Dwayne Verheyden that came to Luminaria in 23, and that was the last gig he did with Flaco. And he's from the Netherlands. And he flew in from Denmark, 2 weeks ago just to be here for the memorial. But that's because Flaco toured Europe. And Dwayne's dad took him, his brother, his cousins. His cousin plays Bajo Sexto. And you can watch their videos online. I mean, they look like little chicanitos, right? Just blonde hair, blue-eyed. And so he's keeping the tradition alive. And Flaco said Dwayne was his apprentice and is going to uphold his legacy. So he did name Dwayne as is the one to do that. So, we're making memories, and when you look back on it, you're like, wow, that was so special. It was so special, and all the interactions we have that night, you'll never forget, or at least for me, There are things that stick out in my mind, and now that Flaco's gone, it's like, okay, wow, we did all that, and so I'm very grateful for everything that we do together. And at the end of the day, I wonder why, I put in all the hours, and why I write all the grants, and how we deal with rejection letters, and then get up and do it again. And then I come to today and see the art and see the amazing sculpture that I just saw on the computer screen. I'm like, oh my God, it's so good, So this is why. But I want to thank my staff. Christian Muller's here, Prats 77, doing all the graphics and all of our beautiful branding, all the videos. That's all Christian's brain work. Also at the Flaco Memorial, we stayed up till 2:30 in the morning working on the video that had everyone in tears, and it was just so beautifully done. So thank you, Christian, for all your hard work. Andrea Rivas, back here as our fine art curator. She joined us in February to do the Aiden pop-up art gallery, and she's just been, hustling right along with us. Kevin Swanson, who couldn't be here, is my logistics manager, and he's going to be running around the festival, getting electrical, getting the lighting, putting everyone in their place, and doing all that hard work. So thank you, guys. I want to thank my board members. So you met Eduardo, but I also have Melanie, and Melanie Mendez Gonzalez from Que Means What is here. She's one of my new board members. Thank you. Jenny Park Gallegos, also a new board member. Who else do I have in the audience? Did I miss anybody from the board? And then I want to thank all of our sponsors, because without them, listen, we're not getting paid without our sponsors. So the City of San Antonio is, our top sponsor every year. Thank you so much. The ongoing annual grant is what keeps us alive and pays our bills and pays our salaries. The National Endowment for the Arts. So this year it's $50,000 total from NEA, which is spectacular. When we were told we weren't getting anything, right? So that's the excitement of nonprofit world. It's like, am I getting it? Am I not? What can I do? How many artists can I get? The San Antonio Area Foundation, the Santincos Foundation, Phil and Linda Hardberger Foundation. And Phil, is 90 plus and doing great. And he calls me, Yadira, if I haven't told you lately, you're doing a good job. Thank you, Phil. Community First Health Plans is a new sponsor, and they will be doing they'll be hiring a local artist to do a selfie wall celebrating their 30th anniversary. So we're very excited about that. NEA Creative Forces, Texas Commission on the Arts. They said I have a pending message in my grant portal. I got to go see how much money that is coming to us. St. Paul Square, of course, our landlords and Espada Realty, East Commerce Realty, CBRE, all of the people involved with placemaking this whole place and allowing us to set up everything we want to set up. To make this event come to life. The Aiden Riverwalk, the SB, HEB helping here was, I called Erica Prosper on Monday, and Tuesday she had money for me for the Flaco Memorial, which was amazing. And they had already depleted a lot of their funding for Kerrville and the flood relief. And she's like, let me see what I can do. So very special thank you to HEB. Staybridge Suites, which we are enjoying. San Antonio Downtown and Convention Center. And Texas Public Radio, NBC4, CWs are our media sponsors. Our nonprofit partners, San Antonio Street Art Initiative, the Carver Community Center will be here with their Carver Cruiser. And our community partners, John Newman Family Charitable Foundation, San Antonio Women in Business for Good. I had no idea who they were, and I thought it was spam. And luckily, I Googled and I searched, and I'm like, oh, it's legit. And so thank you so much to all the women involved in that group. They pull their money together and select charities and vote on them. And then we receive some money. So that was just amazing. To be recognized without having to ask is like, wow, it's the best thing, right? I'm doing something right. And then, of course, St. Paul Square operators and businesses. And so now, do we get to the good parts that y'all want to know? So, opening ceremony, 5:30. Our opening ceremony, we're going to have our Texas Poet Laureate, Octavio Quintanilla, who's here today. Say hi, Octavio. And we know Octavio is doing amazing work. He has art, public art on the Riverwalk. which I remember that was during the freeze, and you told me you were working on tile by candlelight. So go see that. It's amazing. It's right there on Commerce, right? Is it on Commerce? Market? And it's called, it's the Labor Plaza. And I'm like, that's insanity. Working on his art in candlelight in the freezing weather. What year was that? 22, 21? 20, I don't know. We have PTSD still, so. But thank you, Octavio. So he will be here at opening ceremony. Again, Jesse Borrego, and then we'll have a native blessing from Papa Bear. And then all the stages go live at 6 p.m. The digital projections begin at sunset. Returning favorites, Circaria. If you guys liked them last year, they'll be back with their acrobats, and it's just beautiful. Urban 15, thank you, George and Catherine Cisneros, who are back here. They will be coming back with their amazing work. And as you know, as I've said before, you may not know, George named us Luminaria. So thank you, George, for that beautiful name. So he was here from the beginning, so thank you so much for all of your support. Sami Jatib and Eric Boss will be projecting again on the Staybridge wall. House of Shine is here and returning this year. Thank you, guys. Forza Dance was here in 23, and they'll be coming back. They're from New York City. And then Jesse Borrego, again, when Jesse comes, the crowds come. And they all cry, because they're like, it's Crucito. And so he has to stay put. So he'll be, we're going to erect the teepee, or Papa Bear will. I won't. So we're going to erect the teepee out here, and it's going to be a beautiful, immersive experience. You can sit and contemplate and reflect and listen to some beautiful stories from our Native veterans. And then I'd like to introduce the artists that are here. So we have this beautiful, I want to say wire, but it's wire. Okay. Beautiful wire sculpture from Katarina Holbrook. It will be lit. This is the aquatic collection. These are all of our beautiful jellyfish, and then we have a beautiful mermaid. And
the piece is called Bioluminescence.
Bioluminescence.
And it will have LED lights, and it's full of sea creatures, a mermaid, and it's just a little taste of some of the jellyfish. It's going to be much beautiful.
It's beautiful. Thank you. And then we have Dominique Jordan here, who's also here somewhere. Dominique, say hi. She's back here. So she has added, the black light to her pieces just to kind of bring out the essence of her beautiful work. Isaac Papa Bear, I've already introduced. And then, so I've done all of this. Now I'd like to introduce House of Shine to give you a little taste of what they're going to be presenting. And I only have one microphone, but I know you guys are.
Y'all can clap while we walk up. Take a quick moment to drink your coffee, take a sip of water.
Hello, everybody. My name is Diamond Luray.
I am Tomas Julian.
Together, we are House of Shine, a performance poetry duo from San Antonio, Texas, both born and raised here. Collectively, we have over 30 years of stage experience and have represented San Antonio across the United States and overseas as far as Australia. We've had the honor of participating in last year's festival and are excited for the opportunity to represent our art once again at the 2025 Luminaria Contemporary Arts Festival. So here is a little taste of our work.
Blessed be the welcome home.
Anointments of names sung with love and pockets filled
And too much meeting up with too little and splitting the difference.
Blessed be those who crawl out of the woodwork just to check in. Blessed be the strangers who foot the bill.
The care stained in the chaos of everyday living. Thank you for being there when I least expect you.
Grace is thank you in a language I can taste and take with me.
I am exalted with the comfort of a full belly and a full tank of gas. Rejoice in the day without compromise. Blessed be the work.
the little and the lot, nestled snugly in grocery bags and hamper overflow.
Enough is a treasure buried under the arms we fall into at the end of a long day. Blessed be the beds we make. Let us pray.
The best way we know how, in loud love and repeat affirmations.
In peaceful sleep and smiles. Holy is the dream that exists even in waking.
Eternal is the flame lit with love.
And heavenly are the hands we hold along the way. As we walk through the shadows,
cast by
heartache and uncertainty.
We shall fear no wrong turns because you all are with us.
And your faith be magnetic north, forever and always. Ashe.
Salam.
Amen and salud.
And thank you.
Mil gracias, a thousand times thank you. You are how we know we are home. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I also want to showcase Kai Aguirre's work. So she's doing cutouts of her fine artwork, which is going to be kind of fun and whimsical and a little creepy, but I like, they like it. I like flowers, not rats, but the kids like it. The curators loved it. So no, we're very excited about the art that's coming. Any other artist that's here that I don't know that I missed? Who else is in here? Steven. Yes. Steven. So Steven's working on Barrera working on light. Oh, okay, great. Oh, that's okay. That's all right. We forgive you. So he has words that he's turned into colors, and it took us a minute to figure it out what the concept was, and that's when it's interesting and it's new and fresh because it's like, wait, what? And then once he showed us, the different words that he was going to turn into colors, then it makes sense. So thank you, Stephen. Anyone else that I missed? Yes.
My name's Caleb. I use stop motion.
Yes. And we have your clip coming up next. And then, who else? Anyone else? No? Missing? Toro Martinez, yes, is coming back. He's going to illuminate the inside of the Aiden Hotel with his wildflowers, or is it the cotton, or flores salvajes. So Toro's work, I don't know if you guys know, he collects trash, especially after fiesta, out of the river. And then he processes it in the machines and breaks it down and turns it into mush, and then creates these beautiful flowers in his art. And they're spectacular and majestic. And this is last year's video. Are we gonna play it? No? Okay. Well, you saw it earlier. This is Toro's piece. This is all San Antonio trash that's been turned into art.
If I may.
You want to? Yeah, come on up.
Guys, this is all made out of collected from our waste that we do every day. Careless things that we throw away without knowing. It's been picked up and it transformed into a new generation of artwork. You think it's like, well, anybody can just pick up trash and do something. But when it goes through a deconstruction process, it's basically to educate our public that we can reduce our footprint that we have today. The black pieces that you see is from the tire gators that you find on the highway. Those things are melted down and created into a liquid form that I use to paint. The white parts, this is a field of cotton. This is from the series of Fruits of the Land. Fruits of the Land is something that we have cherished, we worked from. It comes from from our community, but then it goes back again to another cycle, and that's what this work is about.
And then you animated it.
This is an animation of the piece. The piece starts with a 2D format, an actual painting, and then from there it transformed into an old-fashioned to create it to a video. So you probably wondered, how does that work? If you're a photographer, we multiply the same photo in so many forms and transport it like if you're doing a cartoon. It's old school, and that's how this is created. So
That's spectacular. Thank you, Toro. Next, I'd like to invite up 34K, Carrington.
together real quick before I come, but thank you 1 second.
And while she's setting up, I just want to say it took me 2 years to get her to apply. So thank you.
I'm just a little shy sometimes. I'm a little better. Hello everyone, I'm 34K, your singer-songwriter here in the city. I've been playing music since I was like 10. It's guitar is my everything, and I like to sing as well and write songs, feel good songs hopefully for you guys. Very, very happy that I finally applied to Luminaria, and I'm very happy to be a part of this year. I do a lot of acoustic solo stuff. When you see me in Luminaria, I'll have my full band, so it'll be a little bit more going on, but this is a little bit of a taste of what I write. This song is called Sweet. It's actually out right now. And it's about having a sweet tooth for the one you love, so hopefully you enjoy. A fire is burning inside my heart, one that you ignited. The butterflies will make their way. You take me back to a tender stage, yes. There's no environment, no not at all. You make my world so vibrant, and top it off with creamy glaze. I can't wait till I get a taste. It makes me so sweet, that's me on my feet. I can feel the sugar rush inside of me. Your kiss is so sweet, just may rock my teeth. It gives me high. I can't get you out of my head. I crave every flavor you share, 'cause we're sitting on my tongue, sweet just like a honey bun. Now you got me small, you woke my heart and made it. Your scent captivates me. Your fragrance is into my dreams, 'cause you're so sweet, baby. So sweet, so sweet. Fluid melting, giggles all day. I can't contain this, I'm about to explode. Got me feeling like a kid in a candy store. I can say that your love is something I can all enjoy. Bubble gum and all my favorite toys, and you leave me with no perfect choice. I gotta sing it out and pray to use my voice. Your kiss is so sweet, just make my teeth. It will bring the sugar rush inside of me. Your kiss is so sweet, it just may round my teeth. It gives me high. I can't get you out of my head. I crave every flavor you share, 'cause I'm sitting on my tongue, sweet just like a honey bun. Now you got me sprung, you want my heart and made up. Your scent, it captivates me. Your fragrance is into my dreams, 'cause you're so sweet, so sweet, so sweet, so sweet. So sweet, so sweet. Thank you.
Sweet. So excited. Thank you all guys for coming. And then of course our stop motion. Oh, we just finished. Was that your piece? Yes, thank you so much. I mean, how can you, it's like you get transfixed. ¿Qué pasó?
It blended so well with the music.
Right?
Works all the time.
Yes. And that's how, maybe there's future collaborations, if she's going on tour and she needs some graphics for the background. And a lot of our musicians want the screensaver look in the back. And I'm like, no, for what? Like, your art speaks for itself. Your music speaks for itself. We don't need, we do LEDs on the side. But if it works with the subject matter, and that's where the magic happens. So thank you all for coming out. Angelica Paloma, our vendor, is here, and I'm wearing her earrings. If everyone always stops and asks, where'd you get those? So please speak to Angelica about her amazing jewelry and beautiful. She makes us all look beautiful. So thank you for being here. And everyone else that's come, I really appreciate all of you. And I look forward to seeing everyone on October 18th here at St. Paul Square. Gracias. Group picture time. Where do you want us? Up here? Group picture. Let's take a group picture. Everybody. It's become a tradition. Audience, everybody. Oh, and then this weekend, Papa Bear and I are in a play. Shameless plug. Oh, I just included in the song. I played a dark spirit.
If everybody could please come to the front so we can do a quick
I never know how to. Shorty's up front. Do I turn this off?
And it did go so well. I wasn't gonna sing it. Like this timing was so good. Really?
Like we like each other.
So good.
My family would always just like,
she told people over here in the back. She told people.
I'm like, that's you.
Do we want? I think. Oh, sorry.
Let's move this over.